What's up, JPC, man? Back with season 2 of JP ISO Wars, man. And with me today, probably one of the favorites in this, in this arena, I should say. Introduce yourself.
It's V-Man, aka Rouge Hoodie. We back at it again.
Previous winner from season 1 and the only person to 21-0 somebody. Talk to me, how you feeling about your upcoming matchup now with King J? Anything you want to do differently, your approach, or you keeping the same energy?
My approach will actually be a lot different. You see, shout out that boy Sora, but he and we were lobbing up about how to play against Jay. And I learned that the 6'6 guard is just not viable to go against him. It's too fast, has too many moves, and I look like a pylon if I play against it. So we're currently working on a secret weapon to handle Jay, and let me tell you, when it works, it's gonna work.
Just to get back for Sora?
It's the get back for Sora.
Also, this is
What's up?
This is King J we're talking about, man. One of the highest ranked players in JP. How do you feel about, what this could prove for you?
Honestly, and the sad thing is, I understand full well that 1v1 ability does not translate to 5v5. But for me personally, this is nothing about how I feel people are gonna rate me more, because being underrated is whatever. It's just I gotta put on for my dogs. If he lost, I gotta get it back in blood. That's all it is to me.
Okay. Finesse, you got anything you want to ask him? This is G-Man. I know you said he's the most underrated player in JP.
Yes, well, I hold G-Man to a very high regard, As one, he's the most underrated, but I have an eye for talent. And I know G-Man is top 5 in JP. Stamp that. And so, G-Man, you are actually one of the only people in these matchups that actually does their homework and doesn't try to act nonchalant like they just got everything in the bag. Everyone's just been like, well, yeah, I'm not, I don't have anything specific planned. But G-Man, you are the only person who's watched film from the last matchups and went to go apply the stuff you learned or scouted out on a court. So for you, G-Man, I believe you're going to come out on top just because you have that edge over the other opponents that have not done no scouting, who just think they can just come in here with a breeze. But I do have one question, G-Man.
Mm-hmm.
What build or what's your plan, like play style for this matchup? This is a different opponent from the last opponent that you went up against, So can you please elaborate? Thank you.
All right. Although I can't reveal the specifics of the secret weapon,
Of course.
I can definitely tell you what the game plan is. You see,
Okay.
Jelly, Finesse, it comes down to if I'm willing to put everything into defense or everything into offense. Because I don't think Jay is gonna be able to stop me going full tilt on offense. Problem is, this is a very RNG based game.
Yeah.
If anything were to go wrong, can I get the ball back from Jay? I don't know if I can. Me and Sora did some simulation tests, did not look too well when I tried going all on offense.
Mhm.
But to be fair, I saw that game with Sora, and if he hit his shots, it'd be a different game we'd be talking about. And to be fair, I talked to
It
Jay.
would.
He seems very respectful, but I know deep down he underestimated me.
Okay.
And I'm not gonna talk crazy. Jay was MVP multiple times. Man was best shooting guard multiple times. He don't look at me like I'm a threat.
Okay.
You know what? That's fine, because I don't give out threats. I give out promises.
And I think that works in your favor, G-Man. As being the underdog and everybody counting you out, hearing him taking you lightly, it's gonna surprise him, for when you come out that gate strong.
Definitely, most definitely.
I think Finesse is a supporter for G-Man. I think Finesse has chosen his side.
No, listen, this is no bias. This is just I've said it for multiple seasons. G-Man is the most underrated, and that is to say that Jay is the top ranked player in JP. He got his awards, he got his accolades, he's got his notice. Like, we know about Jay, but I don't think enough people know about G-Man. So that is why I'm saying all these strong words about G-Man, because he's a humble guy. He talks smack, but that's not the kind of smack that he needs to be talking. He needs to be talking like, yeah, I'm the number one player in JP. You know what I mean? To get him noticed. Not enough people respect G-Man. So I have to, do the talking for him sometimes.
Okay, so I'll say this, Jim, and I'll ask this question to you.
Mm.
So you had that experience in season 1. For season 2 now, what are you looking forward to, especially with a matchup like this? Not necessarily like strategy wise, but just being a part of it. What are you looking forward to?
Oh, I'm gonna be 100%. I'm trying to see a bag. I'm trying to see what kind of bags people would actually have that they just don't show in normal runs. Because as you see, 1v1s, people just do anything. I seen like, and no disrespect to Ghost, but I've never seen Ghost have a bag like that a day in my life until he had to use it. But that's the kind of gameplay I want to see. A lot of players in JP don't really get the shine you think they would because they play in a system that's designed to win games. But if the system's designed to just have fun and just show what you got, you're about to see some crazy bag work. And people say Jay can't dribble. I can't wait till people get proven wrong.
How important do you think, like, how you talk during games is to, like, winning?
Integral. It's imperative I talk as much nonsense as I can during games. Getting people off their game by giving them challenges midway through, talking reckless, making them have to second guess themselves, that stuff works. The mental game in 2K is underrated as hell. That's why JP10 has a no mute freaking clause, simply because that's a pressure that you gotta work around.
Mm-hmm. Do you think you can get Jay off his game? We know you're gonna bring the energy, you're gonna talk. We've seen it with Will, and I'm not saying Jay is Will, I'm not comparing them. But do you think you can get him off his game simply by talking to?
Respectfully, yes, I can.
Okay.
And it's nothing to Jay's mental fortitude. I think he's a really strong mental player. It's just 2K has the strength to get anyone to crash out. All I gotta do is pretend like it's normal. And I want to watch Jay fool like an omelet.
Okay, give me your series prediction, man.
Series prediction: 3 games. First game, I'll win by 4. Second game, I'm losing by 11. Last game, I'm winning by 2.
Ooh. And he gave me the score predictions too, basically.
On God.
Why do you feel like his win is going to be more of a bigger margin than yours? Why do you feel that way?
Because it's no secret my defensive ability is not amazing. And if Jay gets on a run and he gets that takeover, we saw what happened with Sora. Contests don't matter.
Okay.
I cannot be in a position where that happens to me, but it will happen because it's 2K and every dog gonna have its day.
That is true. I know I asked you this last time, but try, finish the sentence again. JP is.
JP is. To not repeat my answer from last time, JP is improvement. Like, straight up. The more time I spend in JP, the better I get.
Appreciate that, man. Appreciate that. You see, they saying a lot of nice things about JP. So any last words you want to say to Jay?
Listen, Jay.
Or to anybody else? Wink, wink.
Well, to be fair, they know who they are, and during the game, I'll mention them, so they don't have to go too crazy. But let's keep it a buck and a bean. Jay, look, I respect you, but you're not gonna hear any of that respect during the game, bro. I'm talking at you. I'm talking to you. I don't understand what this whole humility during a game is. I don't get it. So trust me, if you want to end me talking, you have to win or you have to mute me, because I'm doing both of them shits.
Simple as that. I can't wait for this face-off. This should be an interesting face-off, man. Y'all gonna see that soon. G-Man, appreciate you pulling up, giving us your time.
Anytime, man.
Like, comment, subscribe. You know what we doing here, man. See you on the next one.